Good evening and welcome back to another episode of TryCraft with me, Kusamoto, Akoto Kusamoto, Kusa, whatever you want to call me, aka whatever. And as you can see, we are standing in our brand new skeleton grinder that we actually made off camera because you've seen me make this enough times. I figured I'll just get ahead and get this put together. So this is the skeleton grinder that's underneath the Hive city that we've put together here. So we've got it's a pretty standard skeleton grinder that actually uses the water streams to push them up, over, and then down into here from the skeleton grinder that's over there. And if you just stand like right here, they spawn, they push themselves over and down, and it works out pretty well. They don't fall, so there's no like tenderizer feature here. I think I might put one of those in at some point. I just don't know exactly when I'll do that. I'll do it sometime. I'll put it on the list of things that need to be done. So, but yeah, they fall down here and you smack them around and you get all the drops. So we've been here about 10 minutes and we've already got all this stuff. So we've got some armor, bones, bows, all sorts of stuff, and plenty of storage here for now. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with the way that this turned out. And if you go down here, we've got the end rod lighting. It's the same aesthetic that we have for the rest of our underhive section of the base. And yeah, I'm pretty happy with it. I think this actually turned out pretty well. So we've got a experience grinder and more importantly, a bone grinder right here in our base now. So we can actually get bones, get bone meal, and do things with that. Bone blocks, which are, I think, great blocks to use to build with. These are bone blocks, by the way. So I think they go really well with quartz. They go really well with iron. So there's a number of different things that you can do with bone blocks that I think look really good. So I like using bone blocks, and plus maybe we'll get some more of these things, these skeleton heads, because we're going to need some more. And if you go outside, you can see we've worked on the second wall a little bit too. So we've got a little bit more of the wall put in. We're going to put in some more on there. And I was realizing as I was actually putting all of this in that this is going to be more than 5 layers, because we're going to have more like parapets and stuff up here on the second layer like we do down on the first here. We're going to have more around on the first. And we're probably going to have more like 8 or 9 layers. So yeah, that's going to be a little bit more than I had bargained for, but that's okay. We can definitely do that. It's going to look like this weird stone layer cake when we're done, which is exactly kind of what I'm looking for. And then we'll detail the outside a little bit more as well down on the first level, so that it looks a little bit more Hive City-ish, castle-y. Maybe we'll put stuff on the outside here. We'll have like a path going up to the front door and all this different stuff. I have so many different plans for this. So, and then at some point we need to work on the governor's quarters up there because I'm tired of sleeping in the arming chamber. So now we're doing some of that stuff off camera. Let's see what we actually have to do in today's episode. I actually have a few things planned here. So the finished skelly grinder, well, we're done with that. So we can X that off the list. Base tour with Nox. So over the weekend, I was actually able to get together with Noxious, or Nox Survives, or whatever you want to call him. Friends call him Nox, apparently. And we sort of went through a quick base tour, not only of my base, but we went and took a look at what he had going on at TryTown with his build that he's got going there. And I wanted to actually show you that in my video here, because he's got a really cool looking aesthetic going on there and a really cool build. And I wanted to actually show that off to you. So let's go meet up with Nox and we will take a look and see what he's got built for us. For my viewers, this is Nox143. You go by Nox Survives on YouTube, correct?
Yeah, that's my channel name. Okay. Yeah, people call me Nox. Or you can call me Noxious. If you're mad at me, call me Noxious.
Fair enough.
Good mood with me, call me Nox.
And how did so did you meet all these strange and interesting people on Avotopia as well, or?
I did. That's where I met everyone there. Yeah, there's
okay,
big meeting place for a lot of people. Really, there's a lot of friends come out of that.
Yeah, I mean, I've been following Avo for a year and a half, but I had never been on that server. Mama just happened to find me on Twitter one day, of all things.
Oh,
so
right.
I had tagged Avo in one of my posts because I was using one of his designs, and she happened to see it, and then now I'm here. So, yeah, this is just beautiful. I really like. I the one thing I have not ever try to do is build diagonal like this, because I'm just I'm terrified of that. I've built like ovals and circles and stuff, but diagonal is just, it's so, if you mess up one block, you're basically having to start the whole thing over if you don't catch it right away. So
yeah, I found it easier than I thought it was going to be. Well, yeah, once you sort of had the idea of where you were going, it's kind of like fell into place. It was sorting out these windows was a bit weird because it's not right in your head. It's not flat. So yeah, but it turned out okay in the end.
Yeah, this is, I mean, yeah,
quite pleased with it.
And I like I didn't think about, when I was doing my my build here, I didn't think about using sandstone and different various of those with the acacia. It actually is a really good color palette.
It is a nice mix, isn't it?
Yeah.
And plus, it's what is right nearby, and because I built this straight off the bat, I had nothing else, so I had to use what I had around me.
Right.
And I thought, I'm not going to do cobblestone again. Cobblestone is always use cobblestone.
Right. So what's inside?
Inside is not much at the minute. I'm still going to like decorate it up. And it's kind of just got a few workbenches around there.
Okay.
A little bit of storage. And let's have a look. There's nothing upstairs, but other than the balcony, really, it's all of its interest.
I like this. I like the staircase you got. Ooh. You get some very
staircases aren't my speciality, really. Yes.
Oh, okay.
They can be a bit tricky.
yes, they can. I might actually contract you to make a spiral staircase at my base, because I'm having just fits trying to figure out how I'm going to put it in. I like the fact that you've got some very interesting shaped rooms that you can play around with in here. So, because of the way that it's built, so that's a very interesting thing. And then we got the balcony. Ooh, balcony. Always love a good balcony.
Have a little look at the balcony. Yes. Ooh. Yes.
Okay, that's a design I hadn't thought of. The slabs alternating like that?
Yeah, it's something I hadn't used. I usually use the old fences or what have you. But I thought, go for something different. I always like to try something different. So
that's
give it a go.
That's an interesting. Actually, I might steal this actually for something I'm doing at mine. Now,
plus, you can jump over it if you want to.
Oh, nice. Now, how long have you been playing this game anyway? Just out of curiosity.
Minecraft?
Yeah.
I've been Minecrafting about 8 years, I reckon. I was kind of like 2 or 3 years behind release.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And yes, and then I was kind of shied away from it. I thought, no, it's like all pixelated and
right.
Yeah, it's a kid's game and all that. And then I thought, I'll pick it up. I like building, and I do a lot of God Sim stuff and that sort of thing. And I like building games.
Right.
And I thought, give it a go. And so, the possibilities of what you can do is just limitless, isn't it? So,
it's the only limit in this game is your imagination. If you can imagine it, you can probably build it.
Yeah.
So, it's...
And it is a kid's game because kids can play it. A 3-year-old can pick this up and play it.
Yeah.
But you can master. It takes years to master this game. There's things I'm still learning now after 8 years. There's things that I won't even go near because I'm too scared to learn it.
Exactly. Exactly. I mean, it took me 2 years to get to the point where I was even attempting to do like more advanced redstone stuff, just simply because I was terrified of screwing something up. And then I was like, you know what? If I screw something up, so what? I just tear it back down and start over again. That's not a big deal.
Try again.
Yeah. So I've only been playing this game for about 3 years because I had the same opinion you did. It was like, it's a kid's game, it's this blocky pixel game. At the time I'm playing like No Man's Sky and Fallout and PUBG, Battlefield 1, that kind of stuff. And those are the kinds of games I played. World of Warcraft, of course. It's raining on us. That's fantastic. Well, it's raining on you. I'm fine over here. But I was playing those kinds of games, and my computer blew up. So then I decided, all right, well, all I have is this old laptop, and only thing I can run is like really basic games. And one of the first person that I subbed to on Twitch had a Minecraft server, and it was basically all subs were whitelisted. And I'm like, you know what? I've been bad-mouthing this thing for years. Let me give it a try. And at that point, I got into the game and went, Well, this game's amazing. This is astoundingly good. So I'm interested to see how this is going to go, how this is going to look when you get it done. Now, is this your permanent place of residence, or is this just your stopgap?
This is just somewhere that I'm having, for whenever I come to TryTown. I suppose it's
okay.
Yeah, this is not my permanent. So in a future episode, I'll finish decorating this. I tend not to do interiors. I'm a bit lazy when it comes to that. But I want to do it. If I'm filming it, I've got to do it really. So
true.
I'll do an episode where I do an interior.
True.
And I'll decorate the gardens and things and get it all nice.
Nice, very cool. Yeah, I like it. I like it a lot. All right, so you wanted to get like the tour of my base too, right?
I would love to see your base because I've just been watching your videos, and the idea of this Hive thing, I didn't really know what you're talking about when you first started talking about it to me. And these buildings on top of buildings, and kind of like look, it sounds like an amazing idea.
So hop in the boat.
Oh, I'll come with you. Yeah.
Yep.
Might as well. I do have a boat, but might as well go together.
Yep. Since we can put two people in the same boat, that'll work. So and then hello zombies. This is the problem with. We've got to spawn proof this. I've got to go in here with like 1 billion buttons and just getting this all buttoned up, and that way we don't have to worry about it anymore.
Good decoration as well.
And we need a better plan than to do this to the other ice road. Just there we go. Okay. All right. Out the boat we go. So here is my portal. So as you can see, we have your Mechanicum adepts who are greeting you here. Hello. And then over here you can say hi to Jerry. Jerry's the official mascot of my base, apparently.
Oh, Jerry.
He just jumped in the boat one day, and I decided I was going to name him and keep him. But
there you go.
A trick you're going to see throughout the base in a few different places is this. This is just simply campfires under here with the grating, so it sort of looks like steam coming up. So
steam heat.
Yep, and I'm a big fan of this, and I'm a big fan of it like the industrial kind of build. So yeah, you're going to see this in a few other places here. So come on through.
Nice.
And if you come over here, you'll see, the Malkador, the Killer Bunny. But you'll see I'm starting the second layer up there to your right. So we've got the little outbuildings here on the outside, and we've got the second layer. That's what we're going to be the top of the second layer is, and it's going to go up one more, and then one more, and then probably one more. So you'll have a 5-layer, almost like a layer cake when you're finally done with it. So it'll be about 5 different layers. I don't know if I'm sold on the granite outbuilding or not, though. I don't know if it fits in as well as I would like it to. I wanted something to sort of stand out, but I think I might end up tearing it down and putting in something more neutral colored, but I'll have to see. I'll probably get them all built before I decide to do that, and I'll be tweaking this thing forever. So
I think you want colouring. By the time you get up there with lots of grey, you're going to want those splashes of colour here and there.
Exactly. I mean, it's otherwise you're getting just eye fatigue all over the place. So
yeah.
And then we've got the entryway. So you just press the button.
Oh.
Nope.
Maybe not. Try again. Press the button.
There you go. Walk through. Well, no. You gotta go kind of fast.
Ready? Go.
There you go. Perfect. And as you walk in to your right, you're going to see the customs area where my doppelganger is actually. Do you have anything to declare?
Nothing to declare. Just a bit of rotten flesh.
Oh, that's fine. That's fine.
Don't know if it has diseases or anything.
We've got skeleton heads all over the place. I think you're okay with some rotten flesh. So the first floor here is the mall. You have various different shops and areas that for industrial applications. So this is the cartographer's place, the cartographer and the Mapmaker. I have not gotten this one done yet, but this is the map of the area. As you can see, we're like all the way over here. Moving right along. So that's the Mapmaker. We have over here my storage system, which is the based on the arming chambers from the starships that the guys fly around in. I love the lighting I've got here because I wanted to make this look sort of more rustic because that's kind of the feel I was going for, but then also have this industrial lighting in here too. And then standard sorting system. Not anywhere near as big as some, but it's enough for my purposes. And then we got like randomly or manually sorted stuff back here. This is where we're going to be going to the governor's place. So up the water elevator we go.
Whoa, a long way up.
Yes. Not quite build height, but about, I think I'm at 165 up here, something like that. That sounds about right. Watch your step. You don't have an elytra, so be careful.
I don't. That's okay. I recently died anyway.
Oh, okay. So yeah, we're at 182. So this will go up to about 220 when all's said and done. Will be the very top of it. So 200. It'll be about 40 blocks below below build limit. And then when you go down, you just have the water drop over here. So I'll meet you at the bottom. Over here.
Where are we? Over here, over there.
Yep.
Yeah.
Water drop right through there. There you go.
Whee. Yes, I made it.
Huzzah! I flew down
Lovely.
because I'm like that. So this is sort of our just sort of a junk storage area that I put together with some chests and barrels.
I should do that sort of thing more. Use like you got beehives there.
Yeah.
And just use blocks that you aren't supposed to be there, but they work in a different way. I tend to not do that.
That's half the fun with building stuff like this. I think is looking at blocks and trying to figure out what else they could be used for. Over here we have the super smelter.
Carry on.
Of Doom.
Beautiful.
It's just an 8 furnace setup, which is more than enough for my needs. With I chose quartz for this one because I thought it just looked really, really nice with the quartz and quartz pillars. So pretty standard auto furnace. I still need to do some decoration in here. I haven't figured out exactly what should go in this room, but yeah, kind of standard auto furnace. And then going around the corner here, we start in the first of the shops that I actually took a lot of time working on. So over here we have the florist. Using some of the same tricks that you saw before with the backwards looms and the beehives and stuff like that. And these barrels are actually really easy. This is just 4 trapdoors and some water, and it makes a barrel. It makes a water barrel.
Yeah. I've never done that before.
Yeah, really, really easy to do something like that. And it's a neat little thing. And I put sea pickles in there, so it looks like it's on display, but it also has another light source, which is desperately needed. Over here we have what was going to be the food market area, sort of like just an open air market, but it turned into a 7-Eleven. I'm not sure how that happened. And then if you go through the convenience store to the other side, you're going to find the smeltery and blacksmith area. And I was really happy with the way that the smelter of the forge turned out, because the red nether brick is just such a cool color and a cool texture. I had to use it for this. It is. That is it for the shops that I currently have built. But then over here we have our walking path and our little park area that we've built. So it's custom. Nice. Oh, thank you. Custom trees. It's just fence posts and leaves, just sort of slapped together to make custom trees out of things. I got benches everywhere. And the snow. Don't mind the snow. The snow shouldn't be here, and it won't be when we have this thing all covered. I kind of like it on the trees, though. I might actually leave it on the trees, but we have this little sort of man-made waterfall over here that goes down. Yeah, this is
nice how it curves round.
I know. I was amazed that worked, to be perfectly honest with you. I was figuring I was going to have to put another block there to have it actually curve like that, but it works because...
just the button that's stopping it?
No, it's the staircase. It's basically this stair that's down here is waterlogged, so it's acting as a waterlogged block that keeps the water from going to the next block. So it basically just goes down here, waterlogs the stairs, and then turns this way into our little... little like meandering river here. So
I'm going to use that technique. You could zigzag it all the way down.
You could,
the hill, couldn't you?
You could make like a custom waterfall that could go like almost like a mountain brook. So it would go in little zigzags all the way down a mountain if you wanted it to. So
that'd be lovely. That would,
that was a thought that I had too. I was like, ooh, what could I do with this? Now that I know that works, because like I said, it honestly surprised me that worked. I figured it was just going to spill everywhere. So, so that's how
that's that.
And then we have the fountain over here, because every giant base needs a fountain at some point. Right now, it's just the kind of 5-pillar fountain. I want to put a big statue in the middle of it, though, of Steve. So that's kind of the plan.
Steve.
Yeah, it's kind of the plan is to have a fountain, just have a statue to Steve here. This is the Grand Library, and the Grand Library, I wanted it based off of sort of a combination of the Grand Library description from the Warhammer 40k books, and like a Barnes and Noble or a Borders, if anyone even remember that store anymore, that you'd see it at a mall or in a mini mall or something like that. So I wanted a combination of those two things. Fairly sparse on the design touches in here. Most of the design touches are just where can I spam bookcases to make this look good. And that's the only real design touches I have are in the lighting. We've got these in the floor here, but then we also have lighting in other places we've got covered with carpets.
Yes.
So that it's not showing through. And that is the entirety of the mall and this area that we have built up here. But we do have stuff downstairs I want to show you real quick. So down elevator over here. Whee!
Go.
Watch your step at the bottom here. You might want to get off that. There you go. But behind this wall is where all of our ugly, ugly farms are. So our pumpkin farm, our melon farm, our sugarcane farm, bamboo farm, and cactus farm are all back behind there. And there's a water stream that actually goes out from under that and connects all of them, and then runs all the way down here into a dropper and a redstone clock. So basically the water goes down here, goes into a hopper, into the dropper. There it goes right now. There goes some bamboo. Whee! And that's how it works. And so all that stuff it's basically, they're all completely passive farms. And all I have to do is just basically AFK anywhere near them, and they'll work. So I'll just get tons and upon tons of resources. So over here you have the world's most pointless redstone farm ever. It's a cocoa bean farm. click the button. Click the button. There you go.
Wow.
Yeah, look at that.
There you go.
And here's the only problem, though, right? So isn't that cool? But now you got to manually replay. So in the time it took to actually press that button, you probably could have harvested all of this and then, replanted it. And I'll tell you, in the time it took me to build this contraption, I could have done it 10 times. So it's the world's most pointless redstone machine.
Whoever uses cocoa beans. While we're just talking about that, you've obviously found a jungle.
Yes.
Because you have a jungle wood.
Well, it is beyond Mama's place by about 8,000 blocks. I visited it twice, got some jungle saplings, got wood, got, vines and cocoa beans, and was like, I'm done. That's it. I'm done with this. I don't need anything else from here. So,
do you have any spare saplings at all?
I'm certain I do. I can check when we go back upstairs here. I'm pretty sure. Do you need just 4 of them?
Yeah, just enough to get me going.
Oh yeah, let me go. I can go check when we go back upstairs here. So,
yeah, I'm going to be doing some palm trees, and
you need jungle wood.
Coconuts on palm trees would be amazing.
Absolutely. Yep. I agree. Geothermal power source. This is where it actually comes from. That's the Mechanicum over there. They're having some sort of meeting. Don't bother them. They're strange.
Oh. Yes, I haven't seen the latest episode, but I do like these guys. And I'd like to see a lot more of them.
Oh, you will. You will. They're going to be a staple now. Jungle saplings.
Oh, lovely. Thank you very much.
Oh, my pleasure.
That will get me a whole jungle.
Yeah. Do you need some snow? I've got plenty of snow. You can have as much snow as you want.
I don't think snow will fit on my beach.
Well, okay, that's true. That's true. But yeah, so that is the base. So I hope you enjoyed the tour.
Yes, well, thank you very much.
My pleasure.
Look forward to seeing what you're going to be doing with it in the future and how it's going to progress. You got a lot of work ahead of you.
I do.
So very, very best of luck.
Yeah, I do, and thank you very much for that. I do appreciate it. Yeah, it's a lot of work, but I'm really excited about getting this place built the way that I'm seeing it in my head, because if I can do that, it's going to be amazing. So, but thanks for coming by. I appreciate it, and I hope you have a good rest of your
And
episode.
of grinding, I don't mind helping out. I don't mind grinding and just digging away.
Oh,
so give me a shout if you ever need
absolutely.
someone
I will definitely do so. I always appreciate having someone else to grind with. So,
yeah. Okay. Well, thank you very much. I'm going to head off to my base.
Excellent.
And yeah, that was a lovely tour. I really enjoyed having a look around.
Thank you very much. Thank you. And thank you for touring your place, too. That was really cool. So many thanks to Nox for allowing me to come over and take a look at his TryTown house and for the tour of my base. And I was very, very impressed with Nox's build. I keep telling y'all that I'm not the greatest builder on earth. I am just barely competent. And when you see someone like Nox, who's been playing the game for 8 years and is used to building stuff like that, and just on a whim went, I haven't built diagonal yet, I'm going to do that, and it looks just fabulous. And I keep telling you, I'm not a good builder. I'm competent, and that's really about it. I don't even pretend to think that I'm good at this point. I'm getting better, but I'm not anywhere near where I would like to be or where I think I need to be in order to be able to finish the space. But anyway, that being said, that notwithstanding, so what do we got here? So we've got, let's go over to episode 19. Skelly Grinder Gun, base tour with Nox is done, Mapmaker and Leatherworker shop. So unfortunately, because of time constraints, the fact that tour took a lot longer, even edited down than I thought it would, we're going to have a chance to really do one today. And I want to do this Mapmaker shop here. I want to get this taken care of so that we've actually got it looking as good as we can. So I'm going to sort of make this sort of like an antique store, I think is the idea. It's going to have sort of stuff on the walls and shelves with things on it and maps, and maybe if I could figure out how to do, I like the globe pattern, I don't think is in the game yet. I think it's 1.16. That sounds right. So we can't really do a globe, but we can do something similar. And yeah, so let's get working here. We got limited time, so let's go in and grab some materials and we'll get a start on it. All right, so I need some honest opinions here. What do you think? So I've tried to make this look like sort of an antique store, as well as someone who enjoys like map making and things like this. This is a globe. Don't at me. It's a globe. It's whoops. Never mind that. That's nothing. That's a trick. There's a item frame with this birch trapdoor on top of it to make it look like it's like sitting on a piece of wood or something like that. So I just have random things in here. So we have a map of the base. We've got a little desk over here with a cartographer table with a faux drawer, some bookcases, some chests for storage up above that. Sword on the wall, because you always see like weird swords in antique stores. This is a cool trick you can do, by the way, with armor stands and pistons, is you basically just take a piston up here and piston down blocks on top of it. And you can make it look like it's just sort of this little stand under glass that way. So we've got one of our mending leather helmets into there because I had nothing better to do with it. And then we have an iron helmet over here. So gives you an idea. They've got some stuff on display over here. We've got the beehives up here looking like cardboard crates with a little bit of a shelf by it. I wish you could put stuff in here, but this is just, it's too narrow, unfortunately. And then over here, we've just sort of got this little, like, reading nook. I want to put a light over this, like a swing arm kind of light, but there's really no good way to do it that I've been able to figure out. So we'll have to sort of look into that and see about putting that in there. So another bookcase, and then just some stairs for desks and other things. So I think I like it. It's not exactly what I was envisioning, but it's pretty close. And I can't wait for the globe pattern to actually be out, because right now you can only get it either in creative or by getting it in on a console command, which we don't have access to here. So I would really like there to be a globe map that I could put on there, but unfortunately you can't. 1.16 is going to be when the globe pattern actually shows up, and I don't know what exactly it's going to take, I don't think. But I don't think I'm not entirely certain how we're going to do that. I could put maps on either side of it, but I'll just leave it like that for now, as sort of a stand-in. So, but that is all the time we have for today. I hope you enjoyed this episode. I hope you enjoyed hanging out with Nox and his tour with his base, and then my tour over here for him. Make sure you follow him down in the description below. We have links to all the other TryCrafters, myself, Gabi, Mama, and Skellys, as well as Nox, so make sure you follow all of them. If you did enjoy the video, please leave a like on your way out the door, and consider subscribing if you do enjoy the content here. I do a lot of Minecraft content on this channel. I do 7 Days to Die, I do Fallout, I do No Man's Sky, lots of survival and open world games, so sooner or later, I'm certain you'll run across something that you like if you do enjoy those types of games. But you know what? No matter what you do tonight, make sure you go out, play some games, have some fun. I'll see you all again really soon in episode 20, and maybe at that point we'll have the 250 subscriber special. How about that? Yeah. That's going to be a lot of fun. All right. Have a good night, everybody.